All right, Mula gang. So apparently this dumb mother.
FBI, open up!
Listen. Okay, I'm finna roll up my thunky rolled up in this grabber leaf. I got this grabber leaf. I got this crushed. Do your homework on the grabber leaf. Crushed. I'm feeling great. Crushed. This big. Let me calm down. Rod Wave got arrested. Okay, now I don't know if y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know why I'm not too fond of Rod Wave, because Rod Wave is on camera getting mad at his girlfriend coming out of the house and grabbing a gun and shooting up her car. Weirdo shit. Okay? So I already kind of think the weird anyway. Now he got locked up again. Trapmore Ross is about to give us the breakdown. Let's get into it.
It's a very unfortunate situation, but Rod Wave has been arrested, and he's apparently he's facing some serious charges in Atlanta, and he apparently is feeling that pain, man. Off the back of a very important career high for him. He was just nominated. Okay, so achievement. He is
Rod Wave
and gun charges, man. Let's see the little clip. That's
new today. Well-known rapper Rod Wave was arrested in Atlanta Friday on drug and weapons charges. Police say the rapper, whose real name is Rodarius Green, was taken into custody just hours after being nominated for his first Grammy Award. This is not Green's first run-in with the law. He was also arrested last May in Atlanta on 13 charges, including aggravated assault. We have reached out to Atlanta police to get more information about his latest arrest.
How crazy is that, right? Literally within hours of getting nominated for a Grammy.
That is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Within hours.
That's crazy.
Some people are upset. Okay, some people are saying Grammy equals jail. You know, everybody that's saying he's throwing it all away. But look, all right, I would like to know more. And Double XL actually did provide a little bit more.
Okay, then shout out Double XL.
So here it says Rod Wave was found with a baby bottle filled with suspected lean and oxycodone pills during his arrest. It says that police found a baby bottle with suspected lean, oxycodones, and 2 firearms during Rod Wave's recent.
I don't think he's supposed to have guns around him. It's something wrong with these rappers, though. Like, it's really something wrong with them to the point where they don't understand that you're an international superstar. You're not supposed to be walking around with 2 guns and like, you're not supposed to be doing that, bro. What the fuck is you doing?
Arrest on weapon and drug charges. The Florida native was arrested in Atlanta on November the 7th. According to an arrest warrant obtained by Atlanta New First Police, they observed Rod speeding through a stop sign in northwest Atlanta.
And you speeding past stop signs at 7:30? What you got going on?
He appeared to be going 45 and a 35. An officer got behind the rapper, who eventually pulled into a nearby gas station. The officer turned on his headlights and ordered Rod to turn off his vehicle. The officer then assisted him out of the vehicle. Now, that's a little bit ominous. Like, are they saying he needed help to get out the vehicle, or are they saying he wasn't trying to get out the vehicle, so they kindly assisted him with some force? I don't know. But it says they informed him he was under arrest for reckless driving, according to the...
Y'all see that right there? Black Zach arrested for orchestrating for hire plot RICO. That's crazy.
Warrant. And during a pat-down, the officers discovered a .40 caliber Glock with a high-capacity magazine in the crooner's waistband. I guess he is a crooner after all.
What the hell is a crooner?
Not a gooner. And police also discovered a baby bottle containing 1 fluid ounce of purple liquid. You got to be careful with that purple liquid, man. The officers suspected it to be lean. And in Rod's vehicle,
y'all still drinking lean in 2050. Y'all ain't nobody told y'all that lean is just liquid heroin. Like, you a dope fiend, bro. Y'all still drinking lean in 2025. God bless you.
Suspected promethazine along with oxycodone, a beige Sig Sauer P320 9mm gun. I don't know if that was a handgun. I don't know enough about guns.
That's a handgun.
A backpack filled with bundles of cash. I'm sure that was legitimate money. The guy's nominated for a Grammy. Come on, give him a break. The police would then search Rod's passenger, Jamon Biner, and discovered a small amount of... That's the least of his worries really here. Rod was ultimately arrested and charged with reckless driving, 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a firearm or knife. And Biner was also arrested and charged with possession.
So if he got charged with possession of a firearm or knife, that means he wasn't supposed to have it, because Georgia gun laws are very loose. Like, Georgia gun laws is open carry. You don't even need a license. You could just buy a gun. You could be 21. It don't even got to be your gun. You could be 18. As long as you got a legal gun on you, it's perfectly fine. You can walk around with it hanging out your pocket or whatever the case is. So if they charged him with that, that means it was either an illegal gun, a stolen gun, or they could have charged him because he didn't know whose gun it was. Like, sometimes in Atlanta, they might pull you over and be like, okay, whose gun is it? Who name is the gun in? And you give it to him and it's not the right name, you can go to jail for that. Or if you're just not supposed to have it on you in general.
2 counts of possession, and Rod and Bryner denied ownership of the suspected narcotics. Rod Wave's attorney Drew Findling.
Drew Findling
right,
getting
so
that
he's coming
cash, man.
home. He's coming home yesterday, all right? He's released the following statement to Double XL regarding Rod's arrest. On November the 7th, the same day Rodarius Green earned a Grammy nomination, he was unjustly profiled and unlawfully
bro. The nigga ran a stop sign. What are you talking about?
arrested in Atlanta.
You can't run a stop sign, bro.
The arresting officer belongs to the Atlanta Police Department's Controversial Crime Suppression Unit, a group known for its aggressive tactics and emphasis on high arrest numbers rather than genuine public safety. Mr. Green was targeted as part of this quota-driven approach, a practice that undermines justice and erodes community trust. We look forward to vigorously challenging this baseless arrest and the clear violations of Mr. Green's rights in court. Man, Drew Karen Findling, man, he always just spazzing out, throwing a tantrum, man. He's about to get the entire Atlanta courthouse just disbarred somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
he was released from jail immediately afterwards. That was his mugshot there. It sounds like he posted bond. You know, Drew Findling. I don't know what kind of magic Drew Findling likes to do in the courtroom.
I'm telling you.
But he's gonna come up with some crazy loophole, and somehow the officer's gonna end up in jail. But
I just don't be understanding that shit because I'm a nigga that you ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf was broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing. There's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you. Up on YouTube, right? And I'm not a Grammy nominated award-winning rapper who goes on tour and sells out arenas and gets $2 million per show. I don't do that. I got a few million. You feel me? I make a few M's. I don't know. It's not even closer to 5 than 10 a year. Okay. And I'm going to put it like this. I'm not riding around with no illegal guns. Ain't nothing illegal on me. I don't even smoke when I drive no more. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Like, everything legal, all the cars in my name, everything legal, the guns in my name. I ain't got no drugs on me. I ain't got nothing illegal on me. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't shooting at nobody. I ain't hanging out in the hood. I don't understand what these be having 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 million. And you doing hard riding around with illegal guns, blowing stop signs and shit. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about just being rich as hell. I don't like, just be rich, bro. Be rich. Go home. Make some millions. Go home. What's so hard about that? That y'all stay in jail.
Okay, let's just see how this works out. They're saying he's innocent, right? He's coming home, all of that good stuff, man. And if you got Drew Findling on the case, he definitely got that bag, okay?
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
some recent behind-the-scenes developments might actually give a little bit of backstory as to explain why Rod Wave might have been crashing out a little bit recently. And some people are saying it's kind of like the past repeating itself. So
Yeah.
Rod Wave, let's go all the way back, right?
I think Rod Wave just one of them. Based off his music, I think he one of them emotional folks that be tweaking.
Recap some of Rod Wave's interesting and colorful past. So he actually grew up in St. Petersburg, Florida, not St. Petersburg, Russia, St. Petersburg, Florida. I'd much rather be there. And despite its small size, St. Pete has apparently been experiencing gang problems from as early as 2006. Okay, there's been serious gangs there. They're saying Pinellas County is not immune to the neighborhood street gangs. Okay, even in St. Pete, the gangs are getting busy out there. It says the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office is concerned enough about street gangs that its intelligence unit is monitoring them. St. Petersburg has the most gang activities, but there are groups throughout the country that challenge law enforcement. Most are neighborhood gangs, says Detective Anthony Gentile of the Gang Intelligence Unit. They are named after the streets where they live or neighborhoods or even housing developments. The unit under command of Sergeant Joseph Manning investigates everything from street gangs to organized crime. Asian gangs with members from Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia have staked places like Pinellas Park and Lilman as their turf. There are followers and there are leaders just like any place else, Gentile said. Some gang members are violent while others are not. The Asian gangs formed in Pinellas County after the Vietnam War. Different factions challenge each other, and there are fights and drive-by shootings. Though not common, they do happen.
Right.
No one was ever hit by gunfire, but cars and homes have been damaged, Gentile said. There's now an upsurge in Hispanic gangs, and African-American gangs are prevalent in South St. Petersburg, while white gangs have been identified in the Clearwater area. So basically, it's a diverse place where, every race, every creed is getting busy in the streets and turning to the gang life. It sounds like it's getting serious over there. Well, it was serious over there. This is old news. But it says calls to the Clearwater Police regarding gang activities in the city were not returned. The sheriff's office works with municipal agencies to keep tabs on local troublemakers. Nationally known groups such as the Bloods and Crips have been identified in Pinellas County, but police say they are independent of their California counterparts. Gentile said some gangs are organized enough to have written rules and regular meetings, though most are not. So, look, this is where Rod Wave kind of grew up, and this is kind of some of the stuff that he was around growing up.
Yeah.
And what's interesting, okay, is actually
now remember, I think the nigga's a weird. I've been thinking he's a weirdo since that original case came out. So I don't know if it was earlier this year or last year, but basically he on video, he got mad at his girlfriend about something. They was arguing or some shit like that. She pulled up to the house, something like that. He get out the car. She get out the car, and he basically take a gun and shoot the car up. Like, bitch, I paid for this car. Pop, pop, pop. Like some straight up Diary of a Mad Black Woman movie shit. Like, what you got going on? So ever since then, I've been like, yeah, it's something about bro we don't. It's something about bro we don't know about. We don't know. It's something we don't hear. It's something about bro we don't know about. For when you get the I love my heart broken and I'm about to cry because my name is Rod Wave and I'm so sad. You know how his music is, folks. You feel?
Native actor and comedian Calamar White would actually explain on the In Departments podcast that the city is actually split between the wealthier north side and the less well-off south side. And, we're talking about all these different gangs from different races. And I think what often happens is some people like to make the whole gang thing about race. I personally don't.
It's not about race.
It's really often about poverty. It's people that are driven, to break the law and act kind of outside the confines of the law to try and make a living and get by. Because, they're maybe not getting the support that they need or that they deserve from society. And that leads to, as we've seen here.
I don't like when they say the support that they need from society. Like, it's not nobody else's job to take care of nobody else, bro. Every man's supposed to take care of his family and himself. So ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, yeah, it'd be because of poverty, but usually the poverty is because of people being slow and not trying to learn. And, you know what I'm saying? Especially in 2025, bro, when you can... anything you want to know or anything you need to know about money or IRS or taxes or investing, all this shit is free and it's online, bro. You can learn a lot of shit for the free ski just by getting on YouTube. And you know what I'm saying, though? So I don't want to hear that. That's another conversation.
White gangs, black gangs, Vietnamese gangs, all different types of gangs, Hispanic gangs to have to, go outside of the law to try and support themselves. And, like I say, Calamar White kind of breaks down the streets of St. Pete's for us here.
Growing up.
Okay, we don't want to hear that.
Okay, he don't want things.
So just down over the side. Leave here.
So just me help
That then read that stuff after music chair it for.
Okay, that's the end of that.